Hey everyone, this is Roachan here. Today I'm doing a video where I'm showing off some shield bash jumps on all the current push maps. Yes, I know Shambali Monastery is not one of the push maps. I'm showing this as just a bit of an update that this jump where I said you can't do it, you actually can manage to get over this wall. Okay, so now starting off the video on Esperança. On one of the spawn sides there's this little fountain against the wall, just as you're getting closer to the middle or towards the enemy spawn. And you can just climb up on top of the side of the fountain and jump your way up. And also jump across. You can also do it from this side of the map, but there's no fountain this time. So the ways that you do it from here is you just jump up on the little benches, jump up on the edge and shield bash your way up. There is also this little bit down here. For the defending side you can't actually shield bash your way over, but when you're on the side of the wall you can jump up on the wall and shield bash your way inside. You can also jump on this little plant and shield bash over that wall. You can also shield bash off this letterbox and launch yourself up onto this higher ground. But if you don't shield bash at the letterbox, you won't do anything. You can also shield bash off this car and launch yourself up onto the staircase. You can also shield bash across onto this tram, stand on this little lumpy bit, and jump up into this high ground. Alternatively, you can shield bash off of this little box and also be able to get on top of the tram. You can also shield bash off the high ground onto the tram shelter. You don't shield bash your way up, you just jump across onto the normal ground. You can also shield bash from the shelter onto the tram. Towards the center of the map, just on the very edge where this cliff is, you can actually shield bash into these little dumpsters. If you don't do it at the right angle, this is what happens, and if you do it at the right angle, this is how it works out for you. On the other side of the map, there's this fountain and these two little bins. If you try getting up from the bins, it is actually, for whatever reason, incredibly difficult. But you can still get up there. Alternatively, you can jump on this little fountain, jump on the side and then on top, and then you can just shield bash your way up top. Now there's these pile of bricks over here. What you can do is hold back on your thumbstick or hold the S key so you can land on top. Or if you just push forward, then you will launch yourself over. And if you shield bash on the right angle, then you will launch yourself up and be able to jump up on top of the wall. And as you can see, it's also something you can do on the other side of the map. On both sides of the map there's these little windows where there's a tree next to a ledge. If you shield bash it not on the right angle, this is how it'll look like. And then this is what it will look like if you do the jump correctly. And you can just jump over, and that's for the blue buildings. On the other side of the map it's a little bit different. There's actually this retaining wall that you can actually walk and stand on top of. And that gives you a bit of extra height so you'd be able to jump up. However, the distance between that and the window is a bit bigger, so you can't jump across and you'll need to shield bash. And this retaining wall on the blue building side does not give you any extra height. Next up is Colosseo. On Colosseo, that you can get out of your spawn a lot faster, shield bashing straight away, and then shield bashing off this little fence. And then you can also shield bash off this bridge onto this little area here. Alright, next up is this little high ground area. Now, when I recorded this, I wasn't entirely sure if I could get up there. This is something I just found when I was recording this video. And once I found out how to do it, it's actually really simple to do. To do this jump correctly, you want to stand up with your back right up against the wall, and then you jump and shield bash and you launch yourself across. There's also this little tree that you can shield bash off, and it launches you up. I don't really recommend it because you can actually fall off the map, but it is doable and you can actually get up over the wall. And for whatever reason, you can't actually launch yourself off the same tree on the other side of the map. On both sides of the map there's these little cars you can shield bash into and help you get up the stairs faster. If you're on the attacking side and you're at this spot right here, and the enemy is defending there, you can shield bash off this truck and surprise them. Also there's this little sign right here where you can jump and shield bash, and you will launch yourself up into this little sniper tower. And for those of you that are wondering, yes, you can do it on both sides of the map, and it's actually very easy to do. Then there's this little fountain at both enemy spawns, where you can jump up from the side and then on top. It's not unique to Brig, every character can do it, even something like like Soldier or Sniper. On New Queen Street you can shield bash into this little wall and launch yourself up, and you'll just get yourself up onto the higher ground. This won't work if you actually shield bash into the sign, unless you shield bash into the chair first. Alright, time for some rollouts. From the forward spawn in the Asian bar, you shield bash to the left door, walk your way across over to here, and then your shield bash will be ready again to shield bash across. However, when you get to here, your shield bash won't be ready. You can either wait for it to get off cooldown and bash across, or just run across as normal. And this is what it looks like from the egg house. You shield bash to the right door and do the exact same path, but this time I will show you what it looks like when you just walk across. And if you look at the cooldown, it's off by the time we're already across. This next bit here is you shield bash off this little bin and land on top of the on top of this tram or bus, whatever it is. This one is actually really difficult to do, but very useful if you can master it. And here is what it looks like when you do it correctly. And yes, it can be done on both sides, as you can see right here. Thank you all for watching.